And we got our first new comic coming up, proud graduate. Please welcome Eric Wright. A big hand for Eric Wright. There he is.
Let's hear it for Peter Bales. I want everyone to know that tonight I invited my entire family to come watch me perform. Thank you. I also invited friends that I went to school with 30 years ago, a few co-workers. I even invited my Thursday night bowling team. And right now I'd like to say a special thank you for coming to both of you. My sister is also here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time that I have seen my sister in 20 years. She's here tonight. Thank you so much. We have her out on a work release program. We just got to get her back by 11.
That's what I did.
We grew up in a single parent household. One of my mother's favorite expressions growing up was, if your father saw what you did, he would turn over in his grave, which used to scare the hell out of us as kids. So when we did bad things, we had to do them in twos, because when Dad would get back up. We didn't have much money growing up. Sometimes for breakfast, we had to settle for Eggland's average. We couldn't even afford Thousand Island salad dressing. We had to settle for Rikers Island salad. The other day I'm home, I step out of the shower, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I hate to say this, but as I'm getting older, I think my penis is getting smaller. And then at the bottom of the mirror it says, objects in the mirror are smaller than they appear. My girlfriend stopped by the other day. She bought a sample of Viagra. She says, here, try this. So I tried it. I have one word to say about Viagra. Boing. I'm telling you, they should have named that stuff Jiffy Pop. So, we're about halfway to Christmas now. It's June. It'll be here before you know it. I hate Christmas. I hate shopping. I hate the crowds. So what I do is I give out gift cards because I really don't know what to give anyone anyway. One trip to the dollar store, I'm done. Went to my neighbor's garage sale last weekend and really didn't see anything that I liked. So to be nice, I bought this pair of hedge clippers that he borrowed from me last year. I just joined Gamblers Anonymous. 5 to 1 odds I don't finish this program. I've always loved the wishing wells. Whenever I've come across a wishing well, I've always thrown coins in wishing wells. Last week, I'm at the Massapequa Mall. I come across another wishing well. This time I say to myself, I'm going to change my wish. This time I'm going to wish for all of the other coins that I've wasted in other wishing wells to come back. I walk outside, 5 minutes later, I get hit by a Coinstar truck. Went to a wedding last month. I really think the best man had Tourette's. I mean, as he's giving the toast, he's like, everyone raise their glasses to Bill and Teresa. Fat bitch. I like to give out nicknames, and what's funny is that when I give someone a nickname, it tends to follow them for their whole life and their occupation. For instance, I used to date this girl, Patricia. She loved to bake. I called her my little patty cakes. Now she has one of the biggest bakeries in Manhattan. I also dated this girl who loved flowers. Every time I gave her flowers, she almost cried. I named her my little Rosebud, and today she's vice president of 1-800-Flowers. Even growing up, my brother couldn't catch a ball to save his life, so I nicknamed him Butterfingers. Today, he's a proctologist. I had a job as a quality control inspector at a vibrator factory. But I had to quit. I can't sit for 8 hours. So I ran into an old friend of mine that I went to school with years ago. He's telling me that his wife is one of those psychic mediums. You know, they're able to communicate with the dead. I'm a little leery with that stuff, but he talked me into going to see her. And I'll tell you right now, she's pretty legit. Within 5 minutes, I was actually communicating with my father. I knew it was my father because he said, "How can you keep making me turn over in my grave like that?" Thank you very much.